Before you jump into Redout 2 with memories of any other anti-gravity racing game from your youth, know this. Looks can be deceiving. It's unlike anything else. For the uninitiated, this is a sequel to 2016's original, an independently created futuristic racing game for console and PC that flew mostly under the radar, but garnered a loyal and dedicated following. Now it's back for 2022, following Redout Space Assault, an intergalactic combat spin-off in 2019, to once again place anti-gravity racing at the forefront. The aim is straightforward. Fly, drive or command a ship across a magnetic track and do so quicker than your rivals, which means speeds of up to 2,000 km/h. This is all set within futuristic environments and across a lengthy career mode. Both are significant changes when compared to the first game in the series, created by Italian studios 34 Big Things in Turin. The environments are now luscious, with the vibrance turned up to 11. Before each new location, you are treated to a brief cutscene explaining the tortuous nature of what you're about to race on and showcasing their outrageous design. The bright colours remove the dowdy, dungeon-like aesthetic of the 6-year-old original, with sharpness akin to a bag of Skittles sours. This is matched with ever more extreme layout designs, with sprawling vistas, loop-the-loops that defy physics, and more twists and turns than a soap opera subplot. There are times when you are blasting along a bright blue track, upside down at a considerable rate of knots before mashing the hyperboost button and entering warp speed. This is Redout 2 at its most visceral, a bit like Pavarotti belting out Nessun Dorma in video game form. It's hard not to scrunch up your face, lean forward in your seat and narrow your eyelids when witnessing such unadulterated speed. But getting to this point is not for the faint-hearted, and we can't stress that enough. You need skill, determination, and most importantly, patience. The handling model is key to this challenge, as it's all about manual control. Now, mercifully, there is a suite of assists and difficulty sliders which you can tinker with, or even leave to automatically decide your fate, yet the core appeal is stripping these away bit by bit. You must manually control not just the traditional steering with the left analog gamepad stick, but also strafe side to side with the right stick. For quick left-right sections, a well-timed strafe is the quickest way through as opposed to turning the ship. For tighter turns, you also want to simultaneously turn and strafe to generate a tighter angle, and sometimes you must lift off before entering a curve. Yes, not every corner is flat out, or maybe it is, but either way, you must learn each track and work out the millimetre-precise turning point, all at over 600 mph. You don't just jump into Redout 2 and set competitive results, let alone complete the tutorial levels in one fell swoop, unless you are well versed on the original. We haven't even mentioned the pitch control yet, which is also on the right stick and needs moving up or down when a steep incline or descent approaches for maximum velocity. Oh, and the jumps, which are sometimes so big that the game becomes a flight simulator. You must save enough boost to make it over these and balance smashing the left trigger with overheating your steed, as that reduces your health level. So does hitting the barriers, which happens a lot when you're learning the ropes, by the way. Too many impacts and too much boosting to make up for cornering mistakes will see your ship obliterate into a fireball. That's before you progress to the later circuits, which have blind jumps where it's very easy to misjudge the landing and miss the surface altogether, or the corners without barriers, ending in your inevitable fall into a fiery lava pit the first 30 times you try and complete a lap. Humble pie, anyone? The funny thing is, this provides both the barrier to entry and the core appeal. On a personal note, it's exactly what I found with the original title when I gave it a go on our channel recently. I could see the appeal, but the punishing difficulty level prevented me from really getting into any sort of decent rhythm, which essentially restrained my enjoyment at the time. Redout 2 is not a simulator by definition, because hyperspeed craft racing doesn't exist in the real world. But if it did, this would be the Assetto Corsa competizione of this subgenre. That means not everyone will enjoy it, but those who do fall deeply, madly in love with the challenge. To that end, the existing cognoscenti will devour Redout 2. For them, there's a truly ginormous career. Not only is the number of races on offer generous, it's melded with a star system. Winning a race nets 3, second 2, and third 1. You need at least 1 to complete an event, and there's often a bonus 4th star to aim for by hitting a certain speed or resetting twice in a race. The more stars you gain, the more future events you unlock. It's all very straightforward, but due to the punishing difficulty curve and number required to unlock all challenges, it will lead to the repetition of events, which you will either see as a pleasure or a chore. There's also a vehicle upgrade system which is equally massive. Complete events and you unlock either mechanical or visual upgrades. The sheer volume of unlockable items will make it feel as if you and your ship are tied together on a journey of progression. However, the upgrades are only available in a linear fashion. Finish one set event, unlock one set livery. Finish another event, receive nothing. The next, a new performance-enhancing propulsor. We found it a little frustrating to struggle at one event and not know how to unlock a suitable upgrade. You cannot pick and choose which part you'd like to install, and there isn't a points or credit scheme so you can work towards a specific item. The ponderous nature and lack of freedom for the upgrades is a throwback likely to appease fans of games of yonder, but clashes against the liberating feeling of pulverizing speed. Similarly, the ships are now significantly more detailed and customizable, but it's not through a livery editor, but rather a set number of predetermined livery styles and colour schemes. Aside from the main career and single event arcade mode, there is online multiplayer, and once the servers are up and running, there will be a ranked multiplayer mode. An incredible feat for a smaller studio, provided the community is strong enough to sustain the appeal. The moments of joy are punctuated by moments of abject failure. This is the point of Redout 2, to keep trying against all odds. With the lack of weapons and the need to learn each corner with cat-like reactions, this is the purist's anti-gravity experience. That may be a turn-off for many, but for those of you who persevere, the sense of achievement will more than carry you through. So, have you gotten your hands on Redout 2 yet? Let us know what you think of it in the comments down below. Subscribe to the Traxion channel for more racing game content like this, and hit the notification bell to catch our videos as they are released. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, keep it pinned, and have a great day.